nowadays probably lifestyle disorders are become more threat to the humankind. These are all because of the rapid urbanization. As more people from the rural population to the urban belt, they are migrating, and the quality of life and the length of the life is also increased. Probably more expectations of the life, more people are busy and many more time they have towards their personal life to look after, and they ensure their physical movements, because the young children are more prone to get the lifestyle disorders which are more common as diabetes, obesity, cardiovascular disorders. WHO has, the World Health Organization has warned the India as going into develop the more lifestyle disorders more among the young population rather than the older population. Earlier it used to be over 40%, 40 years of the life, which was where the people are prone to develop the lifestyle disorders. So other metabolic disorders are more in developing in the younger population. That too is a teen age. Once they are developed into teen age, most common among them is obesity. Probably it may be because of the overeating habits, less physical exercise, more concentration and confined to the work or to their studies, taking more junk food, exposing more to the fatty diet, and less exercise. Even to some extent, more expectation of the file where people have more expectations from their life. So that made people more busy. When they are more busy towards the work, working into the night shift, so they don't have the proper sleep, and morning the whole day they try to sleep and avoid the physical exercise. Probably that will lead to the more accumulation of the excessive fat, lead to the obesity. Eating outside into the hotels, when you work late into nights, probably it take more food, their food more into the outside of the home. So again going to the junk food and the more fatty food, and probably that will lead less exercise, less physical activity, would probably lead to the more accumulation of the fat, leading to the obesity. And just not the end of the story, it's the beginning of the story. Probably once there is obesity, then probably that will lead in the long-term accumulation of the fat, lead to the complications like cardiovascular system. When you have a cardiovascular system, probably that will lead to the various other factors related with this, like hypertension, diabetes. So put together, a metabolic syndrome is one of the new kind of word which has emerged in now. The people probably diabetes and hypertension and the combination with the cardiovascular disease. So all these people who have a junk food, more towards work, more towards the computerization, rather urbanization, will definitely affect their quality of life in the days to come. Even the working mother may contribute to it. You know, working mother, daytime they contribute and they don't have a time to give a tiffin to the people. They give food, money to their children to have a lunch outside. And probably they'll give, once they're back from the home, they'll give a food to just have in, and people, and the small children in the front of, they sit in front of the either the computer or the TV watching, probably they'll have some food, and that contributes to them. You should have concentrate on a good food, avoid trans fat, take more vegetables, take more fruits, always add fruits to your diet, and take more chapatis, less rice, and less non-vegetarian food. Try to be more vegetarian, take little cup of milk per day and have a little curd with milk along with your diet. So that will keep you fit. And take, if your school is near, if your office is near, try to walk while reaching to it. If you are far off, instead of taking bus or your vehicle, so prefer to walk for 2 stages, then you take your bus. So if you are taking your own vehicle, probably if you are driving children, ask them to have an early morning wake up and probably go for a walk and have a play, and evening, otherwise if you are not able to make up it, probably you can have play in the evening, or you can, if you are working, you can go for a walk in the evening. See, day-to-day activity, physical activity in terms of your routine activity or domestic activity which you perform, you always done with 2 to 2.5 kilometers of your work or in terms of physical activity. But at the time is, you should have a rest of the thing to meet the 5 to 7 kilometers out of this. If you take out, then probably you need to have at least 30 to 40 minutes good walk. That is a brisk walk. Could it be a morning walk? Could it be evening walk? Younger population should always recommended to have a morning walk, but the older population or those who are prone to develop the cardiac disorders or with the cardiac problem, then probably the recommendation is more into evening walk than into morning walk, because more cardiac attack comes only early in the morning stage. When you walk more, when you talk more, when you perform more, when you indulge with the more of physical activities, probably you are burning out the more calories. That keeps you more fit, and you are consuming more oxygen from your muscle. Then probably that keeps you to control, check the blood sugar level. When you are able to check your blood sugar level this way, probably you are away with the complications of could it be diabetes or the cardiovascular system or obesity. Unless you avoid the sedentary life living, junk food, more fatty food, and the more exercise, then probably this will help you in keeping away from the lifestyle disorders. Unani medicine has lot of single formulations and compound herbal formulations which are available. Consult to the doctor and take at the younger age. This is not the formulations to overcome the disease process, but overcome the complications too, and overcome the accumulation of the fat and the 6 essentials of life, where the lifestyle altering procedures have been well documented, well described in the Unani system of medicine. Consult to a physician and seek these advices: when to eat, how to eat, when to sleep, what the time of the sleep and duration of the sleep, excretion, exception, and everything has been, all the guidelines have given to overcome the lifestyle disorders. So among lifestyle disorder, again the obesity is a big concern, and again obesity is a more concern in the younger population, and as these young population goes to the future of the nation has to be taken up well. So this is an alarming situation, and World Health Organization has already indicated that India is one of the top among the world level, then which is going to develop the lifestyle disorders, that too more in the young population. According to Unani system of medicine, consists of number 1 for exercise, second is some oils for massage, second is the third is the therapeutic agents like single drugs and compound drugs. Compound drugs are content of mukarraba drugs include Itrafil Saqir, Jawarish Falsafi, Jawarish Kamuni, Dawaul Luk, Tiryaq Kabir, Sikanjabin, and these are the few drugs which are very commonly prescribed. Dawaul Luk, which is available even in our institute also, which we offer to the people. And apart from that, there is a need. See, the half of the part is always done with the exercise, and rest of the half part can be maintained and taken care with the combination of these drugs which have been documented in the system of medicine.